Hey, look out. It is Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe. Look who's here.
Yep, right there. It's a police lineup with Kay Dodd. So it looks like she measures up. She's the one. How are you?
Police lineup. Oh, I see where we're starting at today. I'm just going to start from the gutter, Kay Dodd. We're not going to. I'm doing good. I'm here. I am here.
Did Eddie happen to, did he take the hash marks of the heights and just wash it off, repaint it, or what?
Of the what?
Of the lineup right there behind you.
Oh, that's a shower curtain, actually.
Did we know
It's a
that?
nice shower curtain.
Got the best stuff. It is a vinyl, they call it a vinyl backdrop. Honestly,
Yeah.
rings on it and some holes in it. It could be a shower curtain because it's more just plasticky.
Really? I thought it was an actual brick wall. I mean, it looks real.
Well, I could move the camera, but then I'd have problems adjusting it back. So it was too wide for this spot.
Yeah.
So I came around to this wall because I'm in a corner.
Yeah.
This is my corner office where. But it's funny because if you look at the corner, it looks like the brick bent. So it's like, yeah, but we scoped it and then just bent it a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
Special bricks.
yeah.
So a shower curtain, they must have been out of the Golden Girl shower curtain, so you had to pick that one, right?
Yeah. $16.99. You too could have a vinyl shower curtain on your wall in Taylorsville.
All right. Not that you look poorly when we talk to you on Zoom or in the studio, but you are
What a setup that was.
You are dolled up today. I don't know what's going on. What is the occasion? Are you setting up for this Saturday night thing, or is it just for Dan and I?
Oh, it was no, it wasn't for y'all. I had
Well, that's all the time we have for Kay Dodd today.
no, I had to start doing this, Rick. I don't do it first thing every day, but being at home, being off the road, not being in front of people, that started to take its toll on an extrovert and especially an extrovert that works in the public, and I'm used to 200 or 300 people saying goodnight, after a show or, shaking hands and hugging necks and hearing other women's stories, and all of that came to a halt March 13th. And so it's just kind of a mental health thing, is just fixing my hair and putting on makeup most days. Like I said, I don't do it every single day. But and I have a lot of Zoom calls, and so I try not to look like I just got out of the bed. I am, but no. And I'll say the thing: I've been getting up at 7:30 every day for the last week and a half. I've been making myself get out of the bed, even if I don't, because my sleep patterns are messed up. I don't go to bed as early, and then I wake up in the middle of the night. But I'm just trying to do what I can do to navigate this time.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Find some sense of normalcy, right?
yeah, because there is none. Yes. So
Very true. So you said obviously you're not having shows right now because everything's been canceled, but you do have a show coming up this weekend. Tell us about the show you got coming up.
Okay, so Aspire Women's Events is a part of Extreme Faith Productions out of Phoenix, Arizona, and they're Compassion International partners, and that's who I do the marriage date night and Aspire events with. Kristen Weber. Also, Kristen's been with them for a long time, and I just started with them last March. I did one show in March and then kind of started regularly in August. But so they're just putting out these little miniature. First thing they did was a few weeks of a miniature Aspire Women's event where you got all three things: worship, Bible teaching, and comedy. And then they did that. And then last Saturday, they did just an encouragement night with one of the Bible teachers and the main worship leader, Mia Kane. And now they've decided to do Facebook Live comedy night. So Anita, Kristen, and Sally Balke out of Ohio, and myself. We're going to do that Saturday night. So it'll be fun.
What a power lineup. I don't know Sally, but the rest of y'all
Mhm.
is a power lineup.
Yes. Yeah, it should be really fun. It should be really fun.
Well, we'll have to catch up with you in a few weeks to see how it went. Eventually you'll be on the road. Well, I wonder, do you think that if we have to continue to wear masks, that you would do shows with a mask on? You think that would be something to do, that you would do?
I think if we had to wear, like if times were such that you couldn't be in a room, I can't imagine speaking with your mouth covered, like
No.
on a platform. So I've actually thought about that and I really wouldn't want to wear one of those helmets with the shield. But having a shield, in front of the stage so that nothing gets on the audience. I hate to say it. It's like now I feel like Gallagher all of a sudden. You could get some K-Dodge spittle for the night's over. Try not to do that. So I think, with pastors and any public speaking, everywhere you go now, they have, the shield.
Yeah.
Over every cash register, which honestly is something that probably should have been done a long time ago, because I've seen some pretty horrible things standing in line before, where people call for sneeze right on the cashier.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I could see that. I cannot imagine covering my face, having this face cover. I almost wore one today for y'all, just to protect y'all.
Now, that may be something that Dan and I need to invest in, those shields or a mask with like a microphone in it, so that performers can be amplified and heard. What do you think, Dan?
Sorry, I just had to take my headphones out because they just died. So I missed a little bit of what you just said. So you could have been talking about me and I wouldn't know. And I'd say, yes, I agree.
Yes, we did. And thanks for the loan. Or actually, thank you for the financial gift. We appreciate that.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm in radio, because I make the big bucks.
Yes. No, I said you and I should invest in those shields or a face mask with a microphone in it, so that people like Kay, when they go out in public, they can do a show and be heard, be amplified.
Or just wear the mask and cut a hole right there in the middle so people can see your lips.
I didn't know this was going to be a brainstorming session, but I was thinking about somebody's going to come up with some kind of see-through, transparent cloth where you can still see your face and your smile, but have the mask on, and it'll have the filter in or whatever. Yeah, they'll come up with something.
That's a thought. I don't know that I've seen that yet. That might be something you need to work on, you and Eddie.
Yeah, we'll get right on that. I have to get him out of the boat on the lake first, but bless him. He's just been communing with the fish a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he's working in the yard a ton, because apparently I'm intolerable when I'm not on the road.
Didn't you just cut the grass yesterday? Yes, it's growing fast. Yeah.
It's like, honey, those vines haven't grown since this morning. I know, I'm cutting them again. I'm cutting them. He's been working hard.
Comedian Kay Dodd, we're talking to her there on Zoom and on the radio. We got to take a break in just a second. Comedy Night's coming up at 8 p.m. on that's Eastern this Saturday. You can find it on Facebook. Go to Kay Dodd's Facebook, and I'm sure you can lock in there.
Now, is that something that we as guys can watch too, or is this just a ladies' event?
Oh no, you can watch it. It's a comedy night.
So it's not just for ladies.
Before we go, we do want people to see that. Before we go, this, and we get at the other side of this thing, whatever that means, with the economy and everything else. Help us navigate on the other side of this. How will we be different, you think, in a positive sense?
My hope is that we will never again take fellowship, face-to-face fellowship, for granted. Mm-hmm. And I'm an avid churchgoer. I have been since I gave my life to Christ, July 12th, 2001. Not that anybody's counting, but I just, even as much as I have been in church for that many years, I've had times where I just don't feel like going today. And I hope and pray that I never take on that kind of attitude. I only went through a little short season of that in my walk, but I did go through that. And I just pray that we will not forsake the fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I feel like one of the biggest topics that we need to be looking at is kingdom versus world kind of thinking, is that we've been given yet another topic to become polarized on. It was politics, and now it's still politics, but now we've added open up, don't open up, wear the mask, don't wear the mask. And that we just remember who we are and whose we are in the kingdom, and that people are not the sum total of their opinions. They are children of God, and that we are to be his image bearer, not image bearers of each other. I don't need you to look like me, sound like me, think like me, and talk like me for me to be in fellowship and come into agreement with you under the cross. So I hope.
Good word, Kay.
Wow, she is so good, isn't she? Seriously.
You know, cup of coffee from Cross Point City Church, shameless plug for my church.
Cup of coffee and some makeup, and you are ready to go.
Yeah, and listen, you heard her earlier. She said she misses all those people hugging and handshaking after a show. So if you'd like her address, and maybe you could come by, shake a hand, hug a neck, we'll give that to you in just a few. Eddie's not into that, but Kay will be. So we'll give that to you.
We'll get it for you.
404-995-7300. Hey, Kay, we'll catch up with you in a couple of weeks to see how it went with Comedy Night Live. And have a good one. We know you're going to rock it. So
Love you guys.
Love you too. We'll be back. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
This is Faith Talk Live.